Welcome to the Elon University School of Health Sciences Commencement. In the unlikely event of an emergency during today's ceremony, an announcement will be made from the stage. Exits are clearly marked, and our staff will guide you as needed. If you need assistance at any time, don't hesitate to reach out to an Elon staff member. For those that are able, please stand for the processional.
The Elon University School of Health Sciences proudly presents the class of 2025.
Good afternoon. Please join me in a moment of reflection. Spirit of compassion and wisdom, we pause in this moment of celebration and breathe in the blessing of Jan Richardson, who invites us with her words. May the deepest well of your life rise up in you forever. As these graduates step into the sacred work of healing, may those deepest wells within them, wells fed by compassion, by clarity, by endurance and hope, rise like living waters to meet every patient, every challenge, every moment that longs for their presence. May what is strongest in them be tender, and what is tender be strong. Bless their hands with gentleness that restores, and their minds with discernment that illuminates, and their hearts with courage for the days when the work feels heavy and the path uncertain. As they move into clinics, hospitals, and research spaces and communities, may they carry a vision of healthcare that is both profoundly human and beautifully precise, where science meets story and knowledge meets empathy, and where healing is understood as both art and practice. As they become instruments of wholeness and bearers of justice, and quiet architects of a world where care is accessible, equitable, and rooted in compassion, we invite you to bless this day. Bless these graduates, and bless the paths unfolding before them. May it be so. Amen.
Please join me in singing the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red gleam, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, 'twas that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated.
Good afternoon. As the Dean of the School of Health Sciences and on behalf of the Elon University Board of Trustees, I am honored to welcome everyone to the 2025 School of Health Sciences Commencement Ceremony. Graduates, we are thrilled to celebrate with each one of you today. We have 45 Doctorate of Physical Therapy candidates, 38 Master of Physician Assistant Studies candidates, and 25 Accelerated Bachelor's of Science in Nursing candidates. We welcome our president, Dr. Connie Book, and our provost, Dr. Rebecca Cohn, and the many faculty and staff who have served, taught, and mentored these students. We thank our clinical partners who have provided practical learning experiences, and we welcome family and friends who have supported these students throughout their journey. A very special welcome today to our commencement speaker, Dr. Charity Johansson. Thank you for joining us, and we will look forward to hearing your remarks. Graduates, today we honor and celebrate you. Each of you donned a cap and gown that symbolizes an important milestone in your educational journey. The regalia serves as an outward sign of the time, energy, and commitment and focus that you have each dedicated in the classroom and in your clinical rotations. You have made it. As these graduates walk across the stage, physician assistant and physical therapy students are recognized for their graduate degrees by receiving a multicolored hood. PA Studies graduates will receive a hood bordered in Kelly green, and the DPT graduates will receive a hood bordered in teal. The lining is maroon and gold, representing Elon University. This is not the first time that these graduates have had the opportunity to wear regalia. However, we hope it will create a significant memory as it represents both earning the degree and a welcome to the community of healthcare providers as competent and compassionate professionals. Graduates, know that you are needed. Today, our communities face significant healthcare challenges and inequities. You have worked hard to develop clinical and leadership skills that can help address these challenges and reduce healthcare inequities. Congratulations on your accomplishments. We wish you continued success and happiness as you apply your learning to serving those around you. It is now my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Charity Johansson, who has shaped education and clinical practice at Elon University for more than 25 years. A founding faculty member of the Doctor of Physical Therapy program, she helped define its vision and later served as a department chair and program director. Her relationship-centered, reflective approach to teaching has influenced more than 1,000 graduates and earned her Elon's highest faculty honor, the 2024 Daniels Danieli Award for Excellence in Teaching. A board-certified geriatric clinical specialist, Dr. Johansson is the co-author of Mobility in Context and Transforming Students, two widely cited works in higher education. She holds degrees from Wake Forest University, Stanford University School of Medicine, and UNC Chapel Hill, and has contributed an extensive scholarly record, including 19 books and chapters, over 85 presentations, and 19 funded grants. Her leadership at Elon includes service as Faculty Administrative Fellow, Special Assistant to the President, Chair of Academic Council, and longtime university parliamentarian. She is recognized for her deep listening, respect for personal stories, and ability to help students connect with the humanity of those they serve. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Charity Johansson to the podium.
Good afternoon, graduates, families, staff, faculty, and friends. And thank you, Dean Lund, for the kind words. It's an honor to share this moment with you. It's also a bit daunting to think if I wanted to sum up nearly 50 years of professional life in 10 to 15 minutes of guidance, what would I say? I could say, here's the secret to a fulfilling career. Follow your bliss. You are unique. If you just go out and you do you, you're going to crush it. And you will have discovered the secret to true happiness. I could say that, and then not only would I already be done, but this speech would be like 80% of all graduate speeches at top universities across the country, according to Scott Galloway of NYU's Stern School of Business. But I'm not going to do that because I'm a teacher and I need this talk to do two things. I need it to be reflective of current evidence and true to my own experience. And the follow your bliss and you'll be happy speech doesn't quite meet those criteria for me. So what does make people happy? Money matters to a point. There's no denying that, and I recognize that many of you are feeling that rather acutely right now. But according to the well-known Harvard study of adult development, more important than money or even physical health are relationships. 85 years of data say that our relationships with other people give us the greatest satisfaction. So if you want to pursue an evidence-informed approach to happiness, you have to focus on other people, not just yourself. I suspect that most of you sitting here came to healthcare because you already care about relationships. It's quite possibly also why you chose to study at Elon. So it's good to know that relationships are also the key to professional success and happiness. Studies indicate that the more people focus solely on themselves, the worse off they are likely to be physically, mentally, and professionally. Also, according to the data, you don't have to crush it to be happy and successful, so you can let that one go. I actually think more than relationships in this context, connections is a more fitting word. When we think of relationships, we tend to imagine longevity. Yet for many of us, our intersections with patients may last only a few minutes, and we may never see those people again. But your supportive words and your moments of caring can stay with a person for a lifetime. I've learned that you never know whose lives you're going to touch and how. But you might well ask, how do we really connect in these careers that demand productivity, that focus not on billable hours, but on billable minutes? We're trained to be efficient. We speak of time as if it's a commodity, something that we can spend, save, waste, charge for. It gives us the illusion that we are in control of our time. We are not. What we are in control of is how we show up in each of those moments. For Stephen Trasiak, MD and co-author of Wonder Drug, the answer to this was a commitment to devoting at least an extra 40 seconds to speaking supportive words to patients and families. 40 seconds. And they mattered. Research also says we need purpose. People with a defined and developed sense of purpose live longer and healthier lives. So what is your purpose? For those of us in healthcare, a critical component of purpose is compassion. Compassion is more than empathy. It's recognizing the suffering of others, but in a way that moves you to action. A great deal of research has highlighted the benefits of expressing empathy toward patients. When you make eye contact and nod, your patients tend to be more adherent to your treatment programs. They tend to rate you more positively, and they are less likely to sue you. But that's not my focus today. Yes, empathic behaviors are associated with better patient outcomes, but compassion transforms the experience of the provider too. In a study published in the journal Cerebral Cortex, researchers found that people who practiced compassion meditations responded to human suffering with empathy, but with less personal pain. When these participants observed others who were suffering, the areas of the brain that lit up on scans were not the pain centers, as one might expect, and as happened in the brains of the untrained participants, but the reward centers, the areas typically associated with positive emotion and belonging. Bearing witness to others' pain is difficult, but when we do it with compassion, we are better for it. We connect in a way that strengthens our belonging. Healthcare providers are among the groups at highest risk of professional burnout, which is characterized by emotional exhaustion, depersonalization of others, and the sense that you don't really make a difference. Although our instinctive response to burnout may be to isolate ourselves and stop caring so much, it turns out the most effective shield is making deeper, genuine human connections. Meaningful human connection is protective. It is how we in health care continue to care. I realize that I'm preaching about compassion and caring to a group of people who have chosen healthcare for their profession. So statistically, you're among the most likely to be compassionate caregivers. So here's the other piece that may not come so easily. Sustaining compassion over time requires boundaries. Now, my students in physical therapy, you know I care about some boundaries. So I'm going to ask you, what's the number one rule you learned in psych soc? So say it with me. Don't have sex with your patients. And I still stand by that. Thank you. My time here is done. But there's more. Brené Brown notes that what most consistently compassionate people have in common is boundaries. If you are excellent only at giving, what Adam Grant calls pathological altruism, you will attract users and takers, and your well will run dry. Boundaries are different, however, from emotional detachment or depersonalization. In fact, they are the opposite. Detachment and depersonalization are classic signs of burnout and not, according to the literature, effective strategies against it. If I can take you all back for a moment to physiology class, consider the semi-permeable membrane. Cell membranes with a barrier that lets only certain materials pass through and only under certain circumstances. These semi-permeable membranes allow for homeostasis, our life-sustaining ability to maintain a steady state in response to change. When they don't function, we don't function. We need to maintain the functional health of our semi-permeable membranes. We need to practice caring without carrying. We live in a litigious society. Our clinical relationships with patients make us vulnerable. But don't let that make you afraid to connect. I have a good friend, trained as a pediatric oncology nurse. Despite her best care, many of her patients die, and they are children. So what does she do? She calls their families every year on those children's birthdays. She lets them know that their children are not forgotten. She feels those losses with the families, but she's connecting with compassion, empathy that has moved her to action and purpose, and that's what allows her to continue. Sustained compassion also requires self-care. What does self-care look like? Less like bubble bath and beer, and more like boundaries and compassion. Particularly self-compassion. Self-compassion consistently emerges in the literature as a significant protective factor across healthcare settings. Self-compassion is treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and care you would offer a good friend or patient, especially in times of failure and shame. It's recognizing that imperfection is a shared human experience, not always easy. Self-care also looks like accepting help. You would think that those of us in the helping professions would be experts at receiving help, but for the most part, we're pretty terrible at it. But if we aren't willing to accept help, if being helped makes us feel less than, what is that saying to our patients, whose very lives may depend on accepting our help? Accepting help is another way we belong, another way we acknowledge that we're all in this together. Another key to fulfillment is connecting to something bigger than ourselves. As New York Times columnist David Brooks says, it's what feeds our souls. Our connection to that something bigger becomes a source of our purpose. In my scholarly work on transformative learning, one of my discoveries was that a key factor differentiating true transformation from mere change, even longer-term change, is the connection to something greater than ourselves as individuals. Whether you believe that something greater is God, the universe, goodness, order, we connect to it through other people. We connect to something bigger through our connections with each other. So that's what the evidence says. For me, I found these things to be true in my experience as well, although I have come to some of these truths much later than I might have wished. I grew up in Tobaccoville, North Carolina, one of 6 children. In the early years, we lived in a log house built in the 1800s. We had a cow, chickens, a small garden. When I was 7, we got electricity and indoor plumbing. So fast forward, and here I am. I've had a long and successful career at an outstanding university. But that has not made me happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful for those opportunities and proud of the work that I've put in. But after half a century as an adult, that's not what allows me to leave here with a full heart. It's the people. It's the relationships. It's all those moments of genuine connection. When I look for the truth of my own experience, I always find it in the stories, particularly patient stories, many of which, unfortunately, are not really appropriate to share here. You all have spent the past few years preparing to go out and share your hard-earned knowledge with patients, and that is wonderful. May I suggest that you also use this moment to commit to letting them teach you. In your work, your patients you meet will have lives just as rich and complicated as your own. As John Andrews Holmes reminds us, the entire universe, with one trifling exception, is composed of others. Each patient has been somewhere you have never been. Everyone has a story, and often their healing is hidden in that story. I encourage you to listen, to connect, and you may find, as I have, that the most extraordinary things are hidden in your most ordinary days. I'm not saying there won't be dark times, that there aren't dark times right now. But connection, compassion, and purpose will help us see our way through those times. Again, I find the body to be one of the best teachers, so bear with me through another analogy. We have 2 types of photoreceptors and receptor cells in our retinas, rods and cones. Cones function best in bright light. They provide sharp images with color and detail. Rods, on the other hand, give us peripheral vision and function best in low light. When the light is dim, it's on the periphery that we see the best. Surprisingly, we have far more rods than cones. We are equipped with about 20 times as many low light receptors as bright light receptors. So what does that tell me? It tells me that we are equipped. We are equipped to see even when light is hard to come by. It tells me that when life feels dark and uncertain, vision is often clearest not when we focus straight ahead on ourselves, but when we turn our attention away from ourselves and toward others. Connection, compassion, and purpose are the rods that allow us to find our way. You are unique, just like everybody else. The miracle and joy of fulfillment is in connecting with each of those other unique creatures whose lives you have the privilege of touching. You have such a rich journey ahead of you, and I wish you all the greatest fulfillment. Congratulations, class of 2025. Long live Elon, and long live our ability to care for each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Johansson, for sharing your experience and wisdom, and for reminding our graduates that fulfillment in the health sciences rests on connection, compassion, and purpose, and that even the briefest moments of genuine connection can shape a patient's life and your own. Dr. Johansson, thank you for the years of valuable service that you've provided at Elon University to so many students as they learned and grew and launched their own careers, just as the graduates here today are setting out to do. Now, I have the pleasure of presenting the candidates for the conferral of the degrees. All candidates for the degree of Accelerated Bachelor of Science in Nursing, please stand. Madam President, those who stand before you have fulfilled all the requirements, both as to the quantity and quality for the Accelerated Bachelor of Science in Nursing. It is my pleasure to present them for conferral of their degree.
By virtue of the authority of the state of North Carolina, vested in me through the Board of Trustees of Elon University, I confer upon you as a graduating class and as individuals the degree of Accelerated Bachelor of Science in Nursing, which entitles you to all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
The following have completed requirements for the Accelerated Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Leila Abumayala. Sarah Allison Acuff. Ashley Imelda Benegas. Kiara Lenice Batts. Joshua Isaiah Brower. Abigail Chester. Claire Elizabeth Cummings. Jessica Claire Davis. Emily Ann Eastham. Samantha Paige Eldridge. Abigail Heath Franklin. Syntasia Danae Hammonds. Sarah Jenkins. Caroline Grace Manus. Carmen Mesa. Shania Brianna Euler. Alexa Porter. Avery Lane Riley. Mia Gabrielle Rose. Haley Josephine Savastano. Lily Grace Shamblin. Madison J.C. Steele. Suleima Torres Garcia. Anna Josie Wheat.
All candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies, please stand. Madam President, those who stand before you have fulfilled the requirements both as to the quantity and quality for the Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies. It is my pleasure to present them for the conferral of their degree.
By virtue of the authority of the state of North Carolina, vested in me through the Board of Trustees of Elon University, I confer upon you as a graduating class and as individuals the degree of Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies, which entitles you to all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
The following have completed the requirements for the Master of Science in Physician Assistant Studies. Sarah Lane Edwards Adams. Fatima Alhajri. Haley Brooke Brennan. Brianna Laurel Bromley. Mia Cameron Cleary. Cynthia Chisholm Dingba. Devon John Felder. Samir Halalu. Chandler Reed Halverson. Grace Husking. Katrina Anastasia Jackson. Nadia Zain Jafal. Lillian Ray Kerchinsky. Blessed Kasachi Wile. Michael Richard McCormick. Lena Concetta Meikle. Danielle Martine Mayen. Jordan Lee Napolitano. Sarah Michelle Newman. Sydney Marie Nolden. Brian Walter O'Hare, Jr. Dylan James Paraka. Gabriella Hasmin Quintanilla. Patricia Ludes Raj. Joshua Lewis Rambo. Yami Elizabeth Reyna Romero. Savannah Joyce Richardson. Andrea Lee Robertson. Dakota Austin Sampson. Erin Elizabeth Sheeman. Laura Staley. Savannah Cherie Sumi. Douglas James Thompson. Vivian Chow Tiet. Eddie Dean Tyler White. Julia Christine Weiner. Ellie Christine Yakubu.
Will all candidates for the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy please stand? Madam President, those who stand before you have fulfilled the requirements, both as to the quantity and quality for the Doctor of Physical Therapy. It is my pleasure to present them for conferral of their degree.
By virtue of the authority of the state of North Carolina, vested in me through the Board of Trustees of Elon University, I confer upon you as a graduating class and as individuals the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy, which entitles you to all of the rights, the privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
The following have completed the requirements for the Doctor of Physical Therapy. Dr. Nick Bush. Dr. Caitlin Brooke Carpenter. Dr. Emiliano Chirigliano. Dr. Rhea Imani Coley. Dr. Casey Copeland. Dr. John Daniels. Dr. Jasmine Nicole Davis. Dr. Rachel Davis. Dr. Logan Gregory Dees. Dr. Danielle Sanford Essex. Dr. Michaela Faith Fitzgerald. Dr. Gabby Flacco. Dr. Josie Freeman. Dr. Madison Lee Friday. Dr. Taylor Grickus. Dr. Taurus Darnell Hightower. Cute. Dr. William Archibald Lee Huey. Dr. Kaylee Iris Jenkins. Dr. Samantha Kuzmacki. Dr. Kyle M. Jackson Langworthy. Dr. Brianna M. Lanoette. Dr. Kieran Best Mahoney. Dr. Catherine Brianna Messacomer. Dr. Alex Miller. Dr. Andrew Miller. Dr. Jamshed Keku Mistry. Dr. Sarah Moore. Dr. Isaac Murdoch. Dr. Alexis Noel. Dr. Ariane Page. Dr. Ashlyn Wolf Panagrosso. Dr. Cheney Lee Patton. Dr. Samantha Nicole Palovich. Dr. Wesley Robertson. Dr. Veronica Romero Perozzo. Dr. Jake Rosengarten. Dr. Melanie Denise Laverius Seldon. Dr. Virginia Royal Schaefer. Dr. Anthony William Shea. Dr. Charles Fairbank Siglo. Dr. Addison K. Swafford. Dr. Alana Thomas. Dr. Matt Yorotia. Dr. Thomas Van Dorp. And Dr. Hannah Michelle Wright. Let's congratulate the Elon School of Health Sciences class of 2025.
To all of the graduates, hear these words of blessing. May your lives be marked by purpose and compassion, your service guided by wisdom and integrity, and your hearts refreshed by peace and by renewal. May you heal, inspire, and be ever blessed in so doing. Amen.
Class of 2025, I'd like to take a moment and let you recognize your faculty who have done a fantastic job to get you to this point, and the staff in the School of Health Sciences who have supported your journey. Will the class of 2025 please rise? Today marks an extraordinary milestone in your lives. As we gather to celebrate this moment, know that your perseverance, your compassion, and your commitment to learning have inspired your families, your mentors, and the entire Elon community. When you began your journey at the Elon School of Health Sciences, you joined programs shaped by scientific rigor, clinical excellence, and a deep respect for the dignity of every patient. You came ready to grow, not only in knowledge and skill, but in empathy, resilience, and leadership. To our physical therapy graduates, you have trained in a curriculum that blends movement, science, clinical reasoning, and a holistic understanding of the human body. Your lab immersions, clinical rotations, and patient-centered practice have prepared you to see each patient not only through the lens of their diagnosis, but through the fullness of their goals, their fears, and their aspirations. To our physician assistant graduates, you have excelled in an innovative, team-centered model of medical education through simulations, advanced diagnostic training, and countless hours of clinical care. You have prepared to be clinicians who can collaborate, lead, and advocate in an ever-evolving healthcare system. And to our nursing graduates, you have embraced one of the most demanding and meaningful professions. Your intensive simulations, clinical learning experiences, and deep engagement with community health have prepared you to meet each person with empathy, insight, and skill, even in the most challenging moments in their lives. Class of 2025, you enter healthcare at a moment of profound transformation. You step into a world where science, once an unquestioned foundation, is too often dismissed or even distorted. You will practice in systems where business models shift rapidly and where the pressures on clinicians and the needs of patients grow ever more complex. These realities may test your resolve, but they also elevate the importance of your calling. And so I offer you this charge. Go forth with compassion. Be a steady presence in spaces where uncertainty and instability can distract from the heart of healing. Serve with integrity when you face difficult decisions, and let your training guide you toward what is just and wise. Be advocates for your patients, for your communities, and for a healthcare system that honors each and every person. And hold fast to the belief that your work matters deeply, especially in times when the world needs compassionate clinicians more than ever. For our community of family here with us today, Elon is Hebrew for oak. The oak has long symbolized Elon's resilience and strength, qualities that our graduates now carry within themselves. As you receive your sapling today, may it remind you that enduring leadership grows from deep roots, honesty, responsibility, respect, and integrity. Plant it with the confidence that both you and the communities you serve will continue to grow stronger because of your commitment and care. Lean on these values and lean on one another as you step into the challenges and opportunities of the world ahead. Remember, we are forever connected by these values. You, me, your classmates, faculty and staff, and the entire Elon Health Sciences community. I hope your Elon diploma will hang proudly in your homes and offices, reminding you not only of your achievements, but of the difference you are prepared to make. Congratulations, class of 2025, and long live Elon.